Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I am Kirsten Langston, serving up the cosmic juju, as always. I've had a few requests. People ask me, what the hell is a twin flame? There's no, evidence of twin flames. If you look, you'll find a video of mine where I say, here's the evidence I've collected as someone who works with twin flames. There's a lot of similarities. That, to me, evidence. I mean, we're not using the friggin' scientific method here, but you can go check that video out. I'll link it below if I remember. The theory, and it is a theory, obviously it's not provable, but the theory is that each person has another half, a literal other half. So it is the one person or soul that mirrors your own. So basically, I mean, to really make it simplistic, I'm going to go with cheese. This is a very weird analogy, so here we go. Let's say I'm cheddar. And there's only one other cheddar ever out there that will match me. We're the same cheddar. Every person has somebody that is only made up of the same energy signature. So there's only one person out there that, let's say you're on a 10, they're on a 10. I mean, I'm being obviously very blasé and really simplistic about it. That is technically what your twin flame is. It is your other half. It is the only being in existence that is made up of exactly the same stuff that you are. Where did it come from? So the earliest I could find was Plato. And go read the Symposium, because that's where it is, and I read it years ago, and I don't remember a damn thing about it. But it basically, he states in there that each person was split directly in half, and so you have a male half and a female half, and they're spending their whole lives constantly trying to get back together and be made whole. So that's where the theory originates as far as I can tell. Is it a real thing? I mean, in the land of woo-woo, I would say yeah. I would say yes for sure, just because I've seen so many of the same things. Does everybody have one? Yes. Is everybody incarnated with one? No. And again, this is all theoretical. We cannot prove this stuff, FYI. But people want to know what it is. That's what it is. It's basically, I'm cheddar, you're cheddar. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. There are things out there. You can find them all online. You can Google. But basically, the theory is there's a lot of twin flames incarnating on this planet right now to help raise the vibration so everybody can go through ascension, blah, 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 blah. The theory is one is awakened and one is not. So you have an awake twin and a sleeper twin. And then you get into all this other stuff. And, oh, well, usually the awakened twin will chase, so they're a chaser. And the sleeping twin will run because they're afraid and they don't know what's going on, so they're called a runner, and you have to go through this process of running and chasing until finally somebody says, I'm done, and sometimes you can switch, and the runner becomes the chaser, and the chaser becomes the runner, and da-da-da. I mean, there's all this very precise stuff that people say has to happen or will most likely happen with twin flames in a twin flame situation. I don't subscribe to any of it. Quite frankly, I don't. You know me, I don't like the cookie cutter one size fits all thing. I just feel like there's no way it could apply to everybody like that. I will say in my own experience working with twin flames, from what I can tell, if you find your twin on this plane, and some of them are, but if you're awake and you find your twin on this plane, it brings up a lot of weird shit. It brings up a lot of psychic abilities. It brings up a lot of past life trauma. It brings up a lot of subconscious ideas about love and family and being together and how you deserve to be loved. It is a means to an end, and the end is making the individual whole within themselves through the process of having a twin flame and bringing up all this crap so it can be acknowledged and it can be purged. So that the person vibrates at a higher rate, and if the person is vibrating at a higher rate, then they help the planet vibrate at a higher rate, and we're all ascending and everything's fabulous. Hello, 5D. I mean, you know, there's a whole mythology to it. There's a whole, I want to say, culture built around it at this point, especially online. If you go look online, you can find a shit ton of twin flame readers, articles, you know, channels that only do twin flame stuff. Is it real? We don't know, okay? We don't know. All this stuff is theoretical, as with most faith-based, spirituality-based stuff. Is it real? Do I believe it's real? I believe something's going on. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Do we want to label it twin flame? Sure. Why not? I definitely see something happening. For real. I really, really do. I hope that that kind of clears things up. You can Google it. You can go find certain things online. I wouldn't believe everything I read. I would be very discerning with everything that I come across. I always am. And definitely read the Symposium by Plato and see what you think of it. A lot of people say, well, it's just something Plato said. As we know, Plato says shit. There are some people who say it's not real. It's just a thing he made up. And there are other people who say, no, it's real because he knew certain things that we idiots these days don't know. A twin flame is your cheese. It's your cheese. It's your only cheese. You're the same cheese. I'm hungry. And an idiot.